So, the maps are actually already pre-established, but first pick is going to be our left side, which is Can't Censor Ship. The map pool is limited and order is set. It is Sky Temple, Hanamura Temple, and Cursed Hollow. So Can't Censor Ship is getting first pick on Sky Temple. And yeah, let's go ahead and roll into it here. Predictions should be rolling. Let me double check. I set that up right. It is. So yeah. Alright, fans are coming out at the speed of light. We've got Lucio and Phoenix banned out on the left side, while Hugger and Junkrat are banned out on the right. Dahaka first pick. That global pressure is a beast to deal with. The adorable Bright Deathwing. And Blaze! So lots of fire going on the side of Bronze 69 right now. Curious what the next picks are. Probably healer and a DPS, if I had to guess. There's the DPS, Greymane. Solid sustain, and there's the healer. We're probably looking for kind of an auto-attack combo, from what I'm seeing. Like, this is a pretty solid Bloodlust setup right now, honestly. Probably should have had the protection rolling longer, but that's fine. Diablo gets banned out. Solid tank on this map. There's a lot of walls to slam. Excuse me again, my word. What do we see banned out on the left side? Probably DPS, if I had to take a guess. Knock more DPS off of the table. No, Johanna! Johanna means family. Bad joke. Bad joke. Good thing I wasn't recording. Actually, bad thing. Alright! Let's go ahead and do a quick rundown since I'm starting the recording. I know it's in the middle of the draft. That is my bad. I'm very out of practice. But we have Can't Censor Ship versus Bronze 69 for NGS PROM. This is, I forget the name of the song, but this is Dance 1, aka Round 1 of said song. Can't Censor Ship is our first pick team, as you can probably tell from the draft. Maps are set: Sky Temple, Hanamura Temple, and Cursed Hollow if needed. So this is obviously Sky Temple as game 1. We might see a Bloodlust here. We will probably see a Bloodlust here. And Orfeo will round us out. I'm not going to go over the entire draft again, but we are into the swap round here. We've got a pretty solid setup on both sides. Lots of aggression with a lot of poke damage on the side of Bronze 69, and a lot of chase potential as well as lockdown potential on the side of Can't Censor Ship. That global is going to be quite the nuisance to deal with. But yeah, we shall see how it goes. But we've got a game to cast. Let's see, do I... Yay, I do remember all of the hotkeys and stuff. So we've got Chaotic on Maiev, Simlupus on Muradin, Nathantos on Greymane, Albatox on Dahaka. And the wolf is running late. We have Zatali on Rega. On the right side, we've got Bronze 69 with WH Danny on the Beetle. Jonah Pablo? I guess Pablo. On Hanzo. QTM on the ever-adorable Brightwing. Killian, or Killidan on Orphea, and who am I missing? or Smanthos on Blaze. Let's take a quick look at this offlane. So, Blaze does not get... he's not going to win the clear matchup until 4, probably. And the global is going to be a lot of pressure to have to worry about in the long run. We've already got a lot of aggression on these rotations. Both DPS getting slowed down, but that's fine. There's plenty of clear with a tank healer on the side of Bronze 69. I'm a little worried about that camp clear. I guess Hanzo has a decent amount, but he's going to burn a lot of mana doing that. Does look like we have the invade coming out from Can't Censorship right now. They are ahead on rotations. They definitely can do this, or at the very least slow them down. Sim Lupus is pretty low. Nice tether onto 2. Cleanse coming out from the Brightwing. Beetle does go down. Camp is almost dead. Invade is successful. That is a pretty substantial amount of pressure that just got stolen. And the other big part of it is the fact that they can't safely rotate to clear in bot, so there's a lot of XP getting denied on the side of Bronze 69 right now. Greymane's in a lot of danger, though, being very low. He does Wolf Bite onto the Brightwing, who's also very much in danger. Oh, Wolf Bite onto QTM! Single digits health there, I'm pretty sure. But she does manage to survive. Talent tier advantage is in set up for Can't Censorship. Let's look at some of the talents speaking of. So I don't know enough about Maiev, but it does look like, yeah, the pin down, which is pretty common, I'm pretty sure. And then, oh yeah, the bouncing autos. Makes sense. Pretty standard build for Greymane. We do have the Spell Armor build, which is my preferred build for Dehaka. And we've got Block as well as Reverberation for Murden. Block is unusual, but there are some pretty hefty auto attacks that are nice to block here. And not really anything to just burn block charges. We do have the multi-shot build for Hanzo. I should have started with the adorable Brightwing. We do have the, yeah, basic attack range and increased Z healing. Then we've got pretty standard build for Blaze, and we've got Q build for, why am I forgetting her name? Orphea! I have no idea why I was forgetting her name. But that's unusual as far as I'm aware. Last I was knew of, the Q build for Orphea was unreliable. Oh, speaking of Orphea, a lot of danger there. Wolfbite does finish her off. She deals a lot of damage, though. She needed 2 on her, or else she was going to get out of there. Mid is being picked up by the Maiev, who's not really got the health pool for this, I'll be perfectly honest. I guess she got it. Is going to force out a Hearth, though. It does look like both sides got 100% of their objectives. Levels are back to being even here. I forgot to turn back on the music. That's why things feel so empty. Yeah, music enabled. Why is the music not playing? I don't know why the music's not playing, because it did get enabled. There we go! We've not really seen the global from Dehaka much. Bit of a gank going on here. Big Tongue onto Killadin. Does get saved by the global from the Brightwing there. And that is a failed gank. Big rotations, but not a lot of XP lost, as Greymane was able to keep soaking top. Dehaka, yeah, no, they didn't really risk anything with that gank. We are 9-8. Bronze 69 is probably going to be looking for a fight right now, but there's not really anything to fight over. Can't Censorship is going to clear up this camp before it even enters the lane. Does seem like macro advantage is in favor of Can't Censorship, which is to be expected with these drafts. Dehaka in a bit of danger here. You're probably going to see him burrow. No, he just walks. I was going to say probably burrow trait, but nope, he just walks. He is significantly harder to spook than I am, that's for sure.
Of the sun rose within the field. Soon they shall bask in light.
So we do have 10 advantage for Can't Censorship. Pretty much what we expect. What fort died? Oh, mid fort. Pretty much what we expect from the heroics on Can't Censorship. 10s are probably going to be about halfway through this objective for Bronze 69. They can't force this fight. They've got to try and get some XP. And all the meanwhile, Dahaka's just going to keep pressuring that top lane until the team fight happens. And here come the heroics. Probably going to see Bronze 69 start rotating down. Dahaka's just going to hang top, take advantage of that global presence. It's going to take Blaze a while to get down there. He's going to get one extra lane of soak, and we're going to be seeing the fight starting up any second now. Arrow gets whipped by the Hanzo. Lots of engagement on both sides here. Cocoon comes out, as does the Imprison from Maiev. Dahaka walking down, not seeing the need to rush into this fight. Blue health bars dropping very quickly. Big stun, followed by another big stun. All the damage, though, getting spread all over the place on Can't Censorship. They're going to be able to back out, sip up, heal up, and just walk right back in when they're ready. Dahaka does rotate back up to top. Should still have that global trait available if they want to try and contest this again. Second half of the objective is going in favor of Bronze 69 here. That's not going to be enough to get them the structure. Meanwhile, Can't Censorship only needs one more tick on the objective. Tank is sitting the objective while his team is going down. He does manage to finish up the objective there. Chaotic probably going to die here in a second. Does get saved. We do have a 2-for-none trade going on here. But without enough health, they really can't take advantage of this. Should be able to heal up, though, and poke down this objective with their superior numbers. Minions do come in, and it does, structure does go down, pull does go out onto the beetle here. Global does come in, arrow comes in from Hanzo, but they're still just trying to disengage here. Cocoon comes out as well, and they do successfully disengage, but that is absolutely a lost fight. They do have heroics down for quite some time, whereas in the next 7 seconds, Can't Censorship is going to be functionally fully online here. Camp does get stolen, and we're probably going to see another camp stolen, as talent tier advantage is in favor of Can't Censorship right now. Alright, that ping has nothing to do with this, so that I'm not paying that any mind at the moment. Talent tier advantage is still up, and it looks like we're seeing a play for boss here. Intel advantage is absolutely on the side of Can't Censorship. There is no knowledge on this boss at the moment. The rotations in here were flawless. Talent tier advantage means that Bronze 69 can't really contest this right now. They can try and slow it down. With this boss pushing in bot lane, that is probably bot objective secured for Can't Censorship. Oh, they actually might get a double objective play here. We're about to see 3 levels of death coming into play here, though. If Can't Censorship can keep rolling their advantages, there's going to be little to no comeback available for Bronze 69. Bottom objective is getting picked up, securing the final of the forts. Boss is dropping very quickly. Blaze tries to sneak the top objective while Dahaka clears up the camp, but the camp is basically taken care of right now. Greymane should be able to solo this objective pretty easily. Yeah, top is not being captured right now. And it does look like we're going to see a 4v4 fight in the top lane here, never mind a 5v4. Can't Censorship cannot really afford to fight onto this objective. Their global is already in top lane here. They do secure the entirety of bottom, but they do lose their tank in a nasty combination play. Cocoon is out. Lots of pulls from Chaotic to try and get them off of the healer who's in the Cocoon. But unfortunately, all that healing is probably going to cost him his life as he does go down under the effect of Polymorph. Meanwhile, while all this fighting's going down in the top lane, Greymane's like, screw that, this is my building. And it is absolutely his building. That keep down is definitely more advantageous than the top objective, as that is a guaranteed structure versus a not structure. Or not even a really likely structure. Yeah, there's not any damage yet. No damage. The top is not a structure at all for either side. Top is kind of irrelevant, honestly. Yeah, no, even mid-fort, it's not a structure for either team. Greymane does pick up the bottom camp. That's going to be a lot of additional pressure into the only open lane on this map at the moment. Censorship is just walking all over the map as they are level 16s and just ignoring that top objective as it's not really going to get them anything. But Dahaka's like, if I can get a free objective, I'm going to get a free objective. Talent tiers are even. Pressure advantage is absolutely on the side of Censorship. Structure advantage, absolutely on the side of Censorship. There is a lot of issues that Bronze 69 has to deal with, and they have to deal with them very quickly if they're going to stand any chance of a comeback. Censorship looks like they're just going to back off and play the safety game here. Picking up what they can, not really forcing a fight, makes absolute sense. They don't really want to fight right now. They just kind of want to keep the pressure on. Murden should be fine there, and he is. Arrow does get whiffed. Dahaka might be in danger, but probably not. He misses his tongue. Cocoon does go out. It does look like Bronze 69 are going to get the fight that they want. Big chomp! Lots of damage going out. Imprisoned on the back line, Lupus gets the Ancestral, and Blaze is the one to go down. Unfortunately, even though this is an even fight, it is still an even fight. Lupus does go down to the Orphea, just constantly healing a ton, but she goes down as well. That is a 2-for-2 trade right now. Health bar's not in favor of Bronze. And the tank is the only one to survive. That is objective on the table. A few camps are up. And essentially a full team wipe. Does look like Censorship is going to try and get some damage onto Core here. A bit of a risky play, as 20 seconds from now, the entire team will be up and have ultimates. With Greymane, they might have the Siege to pull it off, but Blaze does have a lot of disruption potential. And that is, in fact, game. Close, though, if Blaze could have stalled... If Blaze and Anubarak could have stalled for another 5 seconds or so, that absolutely would have gone a different way. And yeah. While that prediction rolls, let's go ahead and look over the map, which I need to update. There we go. So, we have a set map pool, as I established earlier. It is Sky Temple, Hanamura Temple, and Cursed Hollow. We are on the Hanamura, game number 2. Censorship had first pick and won map 1. And we are on to map 2, where Bronze 69 has won this coin flip. Let's go ahead and roll with the draft. I think I've got... I did disable music. Cool, cool, cool! So we've got the Lucio ban out yet again, Hogger as well. This is one I've not seen played competitively, really. I've not gotten the opportunity to cast Hanamura before. Phoenix bans, so same bans, and the Maya gets added to the ban pool. I did not like those tethers. Brightwing gets picked out right away. To be fair, she did bring a lot of value, but on a smaller map like this, I'm not so sure I agree with the pick. Junkrat and Artanis. Artanis is a solid pick for this one because the camps are the most important thing. Johanna. Got a lot of wave clear getting picked up for the side of Bronze 69 so far, and that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. This is not a wave clear map. I don't exactly agree with this draft so far. I mean, those chomps from Orphea were monstrous, but still, it's like, I don't know. I can't say I agree with their draft so far. But they could still pick up something in the last minute that really makes me rethink things. Greymane gets banned out. They do have next pick, but I guess they don't want the double sustained damage dealers. And Varian gets banned out. Guess they're worried about Taunt Varian, who's not a tank. I will argue tooth and nail that all three forms of Varian are all bruisers. Curious to see what we get picked up here. A Nubarak and Stuka. So we've got a lot of point control, a lot of single target blow up, and a lot of pressure via map camps and such on our left side here. I really like this left draft for Hanamura. Meanwhile, Bronze 69 seems to just kind of be picking something, a comp that they're comfortable with, and not really accounting for the map, which is a valid strategy for most maps. I don't agree with it for this one. More wave clear. I mean, the Rainer's a solid pickup in my opinion, but I don't know, I still don't like this draft. Like, I've gotta be missing something. Like, these are pretty high tier players. These are people who play for money. And I also don't agree with that, but yeah, no, I disagree with about 3 picks across both teams. But we'll see. I am not the expert here, I am just the caster. I still have someone to talk to. Alright, on our left side, we have Nathanatos on the Falstad. We have Albatito on the Artanis. Simlupus, it's never Lupus, on Nubarak. Chaotic on Junkrat. And Zentil on the Stukov. And that is Can't Censor Ship. On the right side, we have QTM on the ever-adorable Brightwing, Killadin on Greymane, Juan Pablo on Rainer, not Greymane, Killadin on Orphea, WH Danny on Johanna, and chilling up top we have Orsmanthus on Leo. And that is Bronze 69. We do have a 2-3 split. Leo can deal with 2-3 splits pretty well. Camps do spawn in the next 15 seconds. Both teams are kind of playing around the vision camps right now. Oh, Falstad might get ganked here. He does manage to escape. Camps do spawn, and the Artanis is right away on that siege camp. I forgot to turn the music back on again. Yeah, both sides are on their camps, but only one is on the Can't Censor Ship camp, whereas 3 are on the Bronze 69, and they're about killed at about the same time. That is a big statement for the future, meaning that takes 3 to compete with 1. And anytime you're in that type of situation in any game, poor Killadin just blew up there. Not much he could do about that. But anytime you're in that situation in pretty much any game, it's not gonna be a good situation. As, they've got 4 people and you've got 2 to do whatever the hell else you want to do on the map. Camp does get blown up in the bot lane very quickly, probably same top. Yep, not much structure damage from either. Talent tier advantage is in favor of Can't Censorship right now. Structure advantage, I think, is slightly in Can't Censor's favor. Now, from the higher tier games I've spectated, the objective may not be captured until level 15, honestly. Sieging does take place in the bot lane here. Front wall goes down very quickly. And little to no punishment coming out for it. Mine does go out to try and save Chaotic. And it does! He does save himself with his own explosives. A sentence that I will never not find amusing. Bot wave does get blown up very quickly. Both camps should be coming up in the next 40 seconds or so. It does look like that is the case. Objective does start getting pushed. Vision camp gets captured by Can't Censorship. However, Zantiel, very low, forced to pop his burst heal very early in this fight. WH Danny, though, very low too, does go down before the Brightwing Z can save. Chaotic, very low. It is a 2-for-0 trade right now. Talent tier advantage is in favor of Can't Censorship. And they try and keep up this pressure. Lupus is in a bit of danger, but it is Brightwing who goes down instead, followed swiftly by Artanis and then Leo. 4-for-1 trade. Not the best situation to have take place. Raynor is going to be on the camp. He does not have any mana, really, to speak of, and is losing a lot of health. I don't think he can keep this up. Brightwing does Z in. It does look like with the help of Brightwing, they are going to be able to secure that. Bot structure takes a decent amount of damage, and Artanis, having just respawned, does go for the true objective of this map. Not a whole lot going on, so I'm going to go ahead and look at talents. Again, we've got Q-Build or Feya. Nothing else really to speak of. Ooh, swap talents. Yeah, he's going for swaps. Big swaps. See, I don't like the swap talents because it encourages you to kind of play suicidally, but hey. I'm not the one who plays this game for money. A little bit of aggression going on in this bot lane. Again, objective basically being completely ignored. Bit of sieging going on. Camp does go down. That is the bottom structure to half health. Leo's in a lot of danger in this top lane. He's not able to win this 2v1 matchup pretty much at all. Structure advantage is in favor of Can't Censorship, and Can't Censorship is just a nose hair away from heroic talent tier. And there it is. Why nose hair? No idea. First thing that came to my mind. Camp's getting picked up left, right, and center, quite literally. And it does look like we're going to see the first objective come through before level 15, as there's not really any competition going on, and not really anything else to do on the map. Junkrat, though, in a bit of danger in the bot lane here. Manages to survive, if only just. Meanwhile, just casually gonna detonate an ultimate in the bot lane there. Yeah, meanwhile, Can't Censorship is going to try and counter siege in the top lane while capturing the objective. This is a favorable trade for Can't Censorship. Heroics are available now. Leo is in a lot of danger, does get slowed by the Pustule. Weighted Pustule, I think it's called. And top structure does go down. Junkrat manages to stay alive, if only just. And it does look like we're going to see a 2-for-1 structure trade. Bronze 69 just not able to keep up with what is going on this map, and we might actually see a bit of a base race going on here, as Can't Censorship doesn't seem to care about what anyone else is doing and is just going to keep up the siege in this top lane, forcing Bronze 69, who does not have the siege, to compete, to full back. Arm swipes do come out from the Stukov to try and slow down this chase. Entomb comes out, as does the Chomp. Everybody manages to get out of the Chomp. It goes off a few more times, but I didn't really think it hit anyone. Artanis does not have a method of escape, and as such does go down, being the only one to die in this team fight. Junkrat was working on the camp, but unfortunately cannot do it on his own. Excuse me, Mr. Bot. I do not appreciate that at all. Unfortunately, I am too busy trying to cast this to punish you right now, but I will be, not... Yeah. No, that's something for DMs, thank you very much. Swipes do come out, but Stukov is going to die in turn, but he does manage to keep the rest of his team alive. 13 advantage is in favor of Can't Censorship right now, but there's a lot of comeback to take place here. Lots of fighting going on over this turret, and Leo goes down. Doesn't really look like anyone else is going to go down, though. Oh, no, Joe does go down. I was going to say, it looks like Can't Censorship got this. I did not see the Joe going down there. I thought everyone was going to be able to get out of this. Falstad does Gust, not really in any direction to help anything, but Gillian gets bombed right into the middle of the enemy team there. QTM trying to save her, unfortunately not going to succeed, and instead is going to die for their troubles. Falstad goes down as well. Raynor is in a bit of a pickle. Entomb does save the Raynor, probably. Yep. But in exchange, Leo's in a fair amount of danger. He does have a Spooky Walk, but Spooky Walk does not save. 'Tis unfortunate. I was not keeping track of who all died there, but that was a very long fight with a lot of death. Sentinel camps should be coming up soon. Vane, if you'd be so kind as to delete that message and time out the person who sent it, thank you very much, if you're here. Otherwise, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll take care of it after the stream. Sentinel does come up, and it looks like we're going to be seeing a team fight just before 16s here. There is a turret available for Can't Censorship, but they really don't want to fight this until 16, but they also really don't want to give this. Swap does take place. Raynor's in a tricky spot. Big stun. Big bomb from the Junkrat, but all of the damage is spread. No one's going down yet. Camp does get leashed, starts healing up. And it's the Leo to go down, followed quickly by the Johanna, most likely. And the chasing does go out with Artanis. Artanis doesn't really have a way to disengage, and disengaging at that low health, just by walking away, very risky as he loses his survivability the moment he stops attacking things. Sentinel camp does go down. There's not really enough clear, though, on the side of Bronze 69 to finish this before... yeah, no, okay. They barely finish it before Can't Censorship arrives. However, that lane is completely defended. meaning that that camp's not going to get a whole lot of value. Meanwhile, the bot camp is. Some competition going out for the objective, but it does get picked up by Can't Censorship. 16 advantage is still in play for Can't Censorship. Move the camera a bit. Swap does go out. Artanis got put in a little bit of a risky spot there, swapping with a tank. Big blind going out onto a whole bunch of people. A little bit of damage onto the Johanna. Cocoon went out. That is the first keep down. Leo's trying to pressure the top lane. And as they're not willing to go for the core, Can't Censorship is going to back up and probably try and punish Leo, who just hearthed out. This is going to be a very free clear, though. And a fort for a keep is always a favorable trade. Got a lot of pressure in the bot lane still. Brightwing is doing what she can, but it looks like we're going to see a fight as Bronze 69 really needs a win and needs it soon. They can't take fights willy-nilly, though. Both sides just kind of posturing here. Neither side really wants to engage here. They're both just kind of posturing. To be fair, there's not anything really to fight over. The Sentinel camps are coming up soon. Good peel from the Anubarak. Lots of harassment from the side of Can't Censorship. They do pick up the camp, but it takes solid 5 or 6 times longer than it should have. Sentinel camp does get picked up by Can't Censorship, as well as Bronze 69. And the payload does get announced. Easy clear of the top camp, and most likely bottom camp as well.
Escort the payload.
Yep, and it goes kaboom as well. A little bit less literally than top one. We do have 20 advantage on the side of Can't Censorship, and at this stage of the game, a team wipe is game over. It's going to take way too much effort for Bronze 69 to catch up with 20s. They've got to win this fight down 20s. Entomb does go out. Big gust. Neither side giving an inch. And it does look like it's Leo who goes down first. Meanwhile, Bronze 69 health bar is dropping very quickly. Johanna's in a lot of danger. The Chomp hitting a lot of times, but not really leading to anything. That is a 2-for-0 trade. Sieging does begin in the top lane, and there's the shots from the objective, finishing up that keep. Now, they should take care of the shield with the shots, but not much else. Okay, a bit of the core, and then a lot of damage coming out from the side of blue, and GGs are called as the second dance of this evening goes in favor of Can't Censorship. I think that wraps us up as both teams kind of need to start preparing for their next match, which I think is in like 30 minutes. So, yeah. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will hope to see you guys next time. It was a pleasure as always. I have been your host, Shadonas, and this has been Prom Night. Thank you, and see you all next time.